All right. First example from today's Please Do Now. My name is Jared Spain. I wanted you to know that we just had the best English class in ages because of you. Most times it's a zoo in there. Some of those guys really harass Mr. Pippin, but you set a good tone right away and it changed everything. I just wanted to thank you, Jared said. So, first question. What is this sentence an example of? So, what I notice of this sentence in bold, it says it's a zoo in there. So, I'm looking at this classroom. It looks like this classroom is really unruly, and there's a comparison being made to a zoo. This comparison just says that the classroom is something else. So, whenever there's a comparison where something is something else, I have a metaphor. So what does this tell you? I have one, it shows that the classroom smells bad, and two, it shows that the classroom is loud and unruly. When I look at the context clues around this metaphor, I'm noticing that this class usually harasses a teacher, but this specific teacher is setting a good tone right away, which made it the best English class in ages. So it's letting me know that usually this classroom is probably loud and unruly. All right, next one. The pages of the book were slick and shiny, and each picture made Rob feel cool and sweet inside, like a drink of water on a hot day. Mrs. Dupree let Rob look at the book because he was quiet and good in the library. So, what is this sentence an example of? I'm seeing another comparison being made. This comparison is being made between Rob feeling cool and sweet inside, specifically how it feels like a drink of water on a hot day. Except this time, this comparison uses the word like. So, what is this an example of? Whenever I have a comparison using like or as, I have a simile. So, what does this tell me? Does it tell me that it suggests that Rob feels good when he looks at the pictures? Or does it suggest that Rob's favorite pictures all show water? I don't see anything in the story about water. However, I do see that Rob is feeling cool and sweet inside, which lets me know it suggests that Rob feels good when he looks at the pictures. All right, next up. In the little wooded strip, they saw a strange new kind of vegetation. The forest seemed to dance. Pines they thought rooted in the bank now seemed to have no roots at all, but were bobbing up and down with the rush of the current. So I don't see a comparison here this time, but I do see that this forest is dancing. Forests are not actually like living, moving things. People dance. So, what do I have when I have an inanimate object or an animal given a human quality like dancing? This time I have personification. And what does this tell me? Does it tell me that it shows that the forest seems to be haunted, or does it show that the forest is moving? I think both of these answers are pretty good. However, there's not enough to show me that the forest seems to be haunted. However, if the forest is dancing, it is definitely moving. All right. For today's mini practice, before we jump into the real lesson, you are going to be working with similes and metaphors. So let's quickly go through these notes. So, similes and metaphors are figures of speech that compare two things that are not actually alike. A simile compares two things by saying that one is like the other. Similes often use the words like and as. On the other hand, a metaphor compares two things by saying that one of them is the other. Unlike similes, metaphors do not use the word like or as. All right, good luck on today's mini practice.